Doing it. Hello, guys. It's Tutorial Wednesday. Wednesday? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I didn't have much time to upload anything yesterday. I got hit. What? Computer. Hey, you might hear some noise in the background. We have some family over and stuff for Halloween, carving pumpkins and all that. So, but yeah, I got hit with a history project out of the blue yesterday, so I didn't get to upload anything because I was working on that all night. But anyway, for today, we have a tutorial that was requested by this guy, just to fly, and he wanted me to show you guys how to make this, the logo backing. Well, I'm not gonna show you how to make this little rope thingy, but the back I'm gonna show you, and because I just got tired of this rendering out, here is it in blue, and it looks all nice, and it's halfway rendered, but shush. So we have this, and I'm going to delete you. I'm going to delete you. Thank you. And I'm going to delete this, just because I'm awesome. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so what you're going to need is a tube. And the tube is all the way down there, because the tube is mean. The tube doesn't like me. Let's move the tube up. Alright, and you're going to rotate it 90 degrees this way, so it's flat and facing you, and we're going to move it back a bit so it's in my camera view. Actually, I'm probably going to end up staying like this, but let's just check and see. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, now, what you're going to want to do is take this little orange dot square thingamabob on the x-axis modifier, and you're going to just squeeze it all the way in. So it's completely closed, so now it's just a cylinder. And we're going back to the tube. Keep these the same, the inner and outer radius, just leave them. And we're going to change the rotation segments to 40, and that changes the number of segments in the rotation. So if I like go up and down, you'll see, ooh, it turns into a triangle. Woohoo, I didn't even know that. Okay, 40. And then cap segments, I usually do about 10. So see how we have this nice little grid going here? And we're going to make the height 200. And the height is now the depth. I messed that up already. Come on. Oh, I'm in this thing. The height is now the depth because we rotated it. So usually, like this, the green arrow would represent the y-axis modifier. But because we rotated it, it's turned into the Z. So, yeah. And then I usually put the caps, the height segments, on 3. So now we have this. Looks fine and dandy, and because I have a smaller Lightroom to work with here, I'm going to scale this down 50%. Kind of like that. Alright. Stop it, computer. Yeah, I messed up my settings with the zooming and stuff, so I'm going to have to fix that later. Anyway, deal with it for this tutorial. Deal with it. So we're going to click the shortcut again over here and make this tube editable. Make sure you're clicked on the tube, not off in space. So that looks fun stuff. Actually, I'm going to move this forward a bit. Yeah. So you hear singing in the background and all that. I'm sorry. We're carving pumpkins. There's nothing I can do. I can't do it. Let's just center this a bit. There we go. Alright. Do crappy tools here because I messed everything up. Alright. Now, we're going to go to the face, the polygon mode over here, which will let us select all of these pretty faces. And we're going to click U and L to get the loop selection again. And actually, first off, we're going to take Alt, not you, you're not good enough. We're going to select all of these, all of those. And then we're going to go to extrude and extrude in -20. Now, of course, you can do whatever you want, your own preferences. I have no say in what you want to do. Go back to loop here. Like, it's all up to you. I'm just showing you what I do so that you guys can learn from that and so on. My door rattled. Alright, so now we're going to select these 3 outer loop. No, we're not. We're going to There we go. And hold down shift to select more than one thing at once. Come on. So now we have these three outer things, rings, that's what I'm looking for. Selected. We're going to double or right click, and we're going to go down to matrix extrude and just drag this out a little bit. So these, I'll put this out, 1 and 1. These are my own personal settings right here. It's just what they're on because of what the Lightroom is set at. This is just what I use. You can use them if you want, but like of course, like, I'll show you what each of them do. Like if you move this, it modifies that, you know. So I mean, you could do some pretty cool stuff with it. Put it back at 110 there, which is what it was at 100. It should have been at 110. That's what I usually have it at. You know, this does that and stuff. You could make something cool with that. Put it back at 110. This really does nothing with what I have it set at right now, so I just leave it at 80. And then we have the rotate, which I would just use these settings because this will give you kind of like the spirally blade type look to it. And then the move things kind of do the same as the scale. Kind of, not really. You know, I mean, depending on what you want here, you could do something like that. That would look kind of cool, but I'm just going to leave it at 1. And the same with the Y. It does kind of like a different type of effect. Ooh. Some other time. 1. Alright, and then we have the steps, which, oh my gosh, I did too many steps. No, I'm going back up. Oopsie. So, I mean, depending on, you know, what kind of look you want, you can increase and decrease the steps and all that. I like to stay at 8. Actually, 6, no, I'll stay at 8. 8, it is. So I'm gonna click, so that'll just do that for the entire side. That's what I usually do. And it'll look pretty nice. And if you click U and then L again, and select this inner circle loop. Actually, wait a minute. I did something wrong. It's not what I wanted to do. 1, 1. I think this was at 100. There, that's what I wanted, I think. And that at 8. Ah, okay, I had my settings wrong here. Put that at about 5. Okay. Well, that was awkward. I had my settings wrong. But, you know, shit happens. Alright, back to the tutorial. We're going to click U and then L and select this inner loop right here. Go back to the matrix extrude. And I'm just going to do a little one right there. Actually, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. If it would let me. Right about there is fine. Same settings and everything, so now we have this, which looks okay. But I'm going to add something else very sexy to it. We're going to go to U and L again and select the outer 2 loops that we left alone up here. So we have these selected. Right or double click and go to bevel. And since each of these have a height of 10, like from there to there is 10, we're going to put the extrusion at 20. And so if we just click on it and click enter, it will bring us to these. And it'll kind of just round it up to a point up here, which will look quite nice with what we are going to do with it later. If I could get a good view here without my thing just being a butt pirate. Alright, so now we have this fine looking thing. Oh crap, wait, I forgot, that's what I did wrong, I scaled it down. Alright, so now instead of 10, this is 5, so you want to put this at 10 and it'll form a nice point. But I'm stupid and didn't do that. Oopsie, 10. There we go. There we go. I'm stupid. I forgot that I scaled it down. That's why everything was off before. Okay, ignore my idiotic nature. So now we have this, and I know you guys are probably thinking, like, this really was not that complicated. This is based on some pretty simple stuff. But what I do to... Oh, zoomed in again. Oh, wow, it's actually working now. Holy crap, I fixed it. Anyway, so we're going to use a plugin to make this thing look pretty cool. It's called Greebler. It's a paid plugin, but they do offer, I think it's a 30-day trial period for you. So we're going to click on it and make a Greebler object and drop our tube as a child of it. And you're going to see it makes it look pretty cool. I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff. But you see all these little random things right here, polygons that pop up? They're called greebles, and they can be used to make something look really sick and cool. I'm gonna have a speed art up soon of a rank Halloween background that has them on, the pumpkin and stuff, and it looks sick. But for this, you really don't want them. Like, so we're just gonna go to stock greebles and turn them off. Yeah. And now we have this, and what this plugin does is it also offsets the base. So if we go to base, we have this now. And so we can control our offsets with this. So if I want it to look crazy, you know, I just bump the max up to like 50. Jeez. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna put this at 1. And put this at around 5, I would say. So that, like, yeah, it looks good. So see how it's just slightly offset? It's not crazy, but it still looks good at the same time. That is what we're looking for. And then, of course, you just plop a logo in the center. So I'm going to drop a material on this. Ooh, wait, that looked okay. Come here, you. Drop, ooh. Well, we will see what this looks like after I'm done rendering it. So I'm going to pause real quick and I will magically skip time to when it is, you know, rendered and schnuff. So, see you in a second. Travel! What? Yeah. Sexiness. Look at that. That looks pretty good. So, that's the gist of it. So I have a couple of things to announce. I'm going to be stepping up my upload rate a little bit here. I've just had like a bad couple of weeks, a bunch of tests and stuff, some ACT prep, and just a bunch of stupid stuff that annoys me in school and blech. But, so yeah, that's over, so I should have some more free time to make stuff. Yeah. There's going to be a quick, like, maybe 2-minute speed art after this of my new logo, just me designing it. I sketched it in class, pen tooled it out, and then went over it and made it look all nice and stuff. So stick around for that if you want, I guess. It's going to be real quick. I think it looks pretty cool, though. But, yeah, I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you next Tuesday. And this was supposed to go up on Tuesday. Don't be mean to me. I try, guys. I try.